Hi everyone. It's been forever since I've talked to you. Y'all, all like 12 people who watch my videos consistently. I disappeared for a little bit because first of all, I cracked my phone not once but twice, and I would show you, but I'll put a picture here, or I'll put a picture somewhere. But I literally all I've been doing is playing Pokemon for like literally every single night. I play it for like at least 2 hours. Animal Crossing. I've also been watching the Danganronpa 2 video game playthrough so that I can talk about it with all of my friends, because they were like, I'm obsessed and I need you to watch the second one. And so I was like, okay, I got you. I got a promotion at work, which is fun, but also not fun because I hate responsibility. I was a manager in university for a little bit, and it was awful, and I didn't like it. I've also been making a lot of Spotify playlists, like literally so many. So if you want to follow my Spotify, you can. Hopefully the audio will be a little bit better on this one, because I swear on my other two videos that I just posted, the audio is a little wonky for whatever reason, and I think it's just because I tried to get all of the noise out, and I don't really have like a noise gate filter or anything like that, and so it makes my voice sound weird. So I'll try to adjust it a little bit with this one, because there was like this tip and it's like, oh, just like record the like noise for a little bit before you edit your audio, and then it'll be a little bit easier to edit. Also today we're doing green. Also sorry, when I was tweezing my eyebrows last week, whenever this uploads, I was doing my eyebrows because I was tweezing all of my chin hairs, because I'm basically a gorilla person. I'm literally like Bigfoot's daughter or whatever. Anyways, when I was tweezing my face, I accidentally went up too high on wasn't this one? No, I tweezed a little bit too much on this eyebrow, and I was like, fuck it, gotta go bald. And so I also tweezed this one a little bit, so now my eyebrows are a little bit smaller. It doesn't look that bad because I filled them in, but trust me, my eyebrows, when they're not filled in, look so tiny. I literally feel naked. So I'm gonna let them grow out for a little bit, because my eyebrows, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or for whatever reason, but my eyebrow hairs have not been as bad as they used to. It would be like I would have to tweeze my eyebrows like all the time, because I would breathe. I would literally tweeze my eyebrows 1 week, and then within like 4 days I would already have like my unibrow back. But surprisingly, my just like overall hair growth has like slowed down. So like I went on vacation, I want to say like 2-3 weeks ago with my fiance's family, and I like nared my whole legs, and I nared my pits and everything like that, and like my hair is like still kind of barely growing back, and so hopefully it'll just stop growing one day, because I'm tired of being a hairy bitch. Hairy bitches make some noise. I'm tired of feeling so. And here's the thing, body hair isn't gross, but I feel like my personal perception of beauty and what's comfortable for me is to have less hair, because my armpit hairs are so thick, it like holds in all of my body odor. So I will smell like jalapenos and onions and everything stinky, and that's not sexy. That's not the look that I'm going for personally. But I think I already said this, but today's color is green, because I don't do green often, because I feel like it kind of washes me out a little bit. So like I like to go with like warmer colors, and I feel like, at least I feel like, green is more of a neutral color. Question mark. People who are artists or like know what the fuck they're talking about, leave me a comment, because I don't know what I'm talking about. I was thinking the other day how like I wonder if people get bored of me using the same fucking products on everything, because I always use the Wet n Wild eyeliner. I always use my same two palettes, my Take Me Back to Brazil and my Carity Matte 28 or 24, 20, whatever the fuck eyeshadow palette. Because I feel like a lot of us are so used to beauty people and beauty YouTubers and beauty content creators that just use like 1,700 million different products. And it's cool, don't get me wrong. I think if I were them as well, I would like constantly be using different products because they just have so much. They literally have 1,000 million, 100 fucking bajillion problems. And so, there was a couple creators. I know there's two, and I am forgetting her name, but I'll like put her up here because I follow her on Twitter a lot, and she does really, really cool videos about sustainability. And her and another big YouTuber that I didn't follow, but she talked about a little bit in another video how they no longer accept PR and how beneficial it is because they don't have to deal with the mass amount of waste that all of the packaging comes in. Because I'm sure you've seen on like IG stories and TikTok and YouTube when people do PR hauls that they get these big grand packages and they have a lot of like paper filaments, or they have everything's covered in plastic, or the entire product packaging that holds the product is plastic and things like that. And obviously that's really bad for the environment because it's I don't know how hard it is to recycle plastics, but I do know that not all plastics can be recycled, and my guess is that it's fairly hard to recycle beauty plastics and beauty products. That's my guess, at least. I kind of want to go with a little bit of brown on the outer edge of this, but when I go in with the darker green, so I think I'm gonna do that after I kind of get this like a sickly green out. But I really have been eyeing the, what is it called? I'm trying to think of that brand. It's not a Krylon palette, but it's one of the other brands that makes those big pans of multi-use water-based body paints / face paints, and it's not Krylon, and I forget which one it is. But they have it's like $100, and I can get it on Afterpay, but I'm not because I need to stop spending money because I really need to save. But I've been eyeing that because I could get it, I can finance it, and I feel like, well, at least personally for me, that's a better option. Fucking bug trying to ruin my goddamn video. Personally, that's a better choice for me to finance things versus just paying for the full amount, because I'll still have a consistent income and it doesn't take the full amount out. At least for me. If you're someone who doesn't have a lot saved and you don't get paid a lot, personally, I feel like it's a better choice to finance versus just paying for the full amount outright. But yeah, after paying Klarna, I got people acting up. But I've been looking at that, and then I've been looking at the Claro Psych and Mellow Loops eyeliners, individual eyeliners, and eyeliner palettes, water activated ones, because they look so good. And I really want to do like green eyeliner and orange eyeliner and all of the funky colors, because I feel like, oh, that's what I want to do. That's really just what I want to do. And I'm not there yet. But I really do want to do that. So hopefully, with my like raise at work and with like saving and stuff like that, it'll be a little bit easier for me to like get some new products. But granted, I still have a lot of stuff. I literally still have like my whole black bin of things that I need to get rid of. So I probably shouldn't be buying new makeup, but I might anyway, because I do need to get rid of a lot. So there's a lot of stuff that I have that's probably expired that I need to definitely get rid of. Let's talk about danganronpa, because my brain, I'm just trying to blend this to make it look nice before I go in with the darker color. That's gonna kind of like not ruin everything, but it's gonna make a little bit of a stark contrast, and I want everything to be a little bit blended and have a little bit of a poo pee pee on beforehand. So, if you don't know what danganronpa is, first of all, spoilers, even though it's like a 12-year-old game. Like, this game is literally like a preteen. It is a murder mystery-esque game, in a, like, dystopic society where the current two things are not evil and good, but they are hope and despair. And you play as a very generic main character who doesn't really have a personality of their own, and you talk to other students who are the ultimates of their middle school, and they all come to this high school, which is supposed to be like the best of the best, and if you go here, you're set for life, and you have really good connections. At least that's how the high school used to function prior to the ultimate despair / Junko Inishima and all of her crew taking over and making Hope's Peak a fuel and a like despair machine or whatever. So they, in both games, at least that I've watched the playthroughs of or have seen the playthroughs of, the killing game is by Monokuma / Junko Inishima, and they kind of facilitate it and give motivations to the students that kind of inspire / motivate them to kill and off each other, whether it be for like personal reasons or for greed or for trying to get away with it. But how the killing game works is that if the killer can successfully get away with it, the rest of the students will get executed and they will be set free. However, because we always have one of our support characters be like a little smart mastermind, there has, at least in the first and second games, been a successful mastermind. So now let's talk about the characters. Danganronpa 2 Ultimate Despair, or whatever the fuck the name is, sorry besties, takes place on an island where a new little plushy person, Usami, her name is supposed to be Usagi, but I think she's stupid, so she spelled it wrong, with a little bunny character, is, instead of having the killing game, she is renewing hope, and it is a part of, like, a hope renewal program, that was made and based and founded off of the previous characters, the last 3 surviving members of the first, people who participated in the killing game, I think, and they were class whatever. All I know is that in this game, these kids are class 77B, I think? I don't know. I read some of the wiki, but I didn't pay attention, so I don't know. All I know is that some of the wikis are weird. Like, there was one that said, like, Usami had sex with the main character from this game, and I was like, I don't think that's right. But I don't know. What am I doing? What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I didn't like the main character of the first game, and I didn't really like all the characters. I liked the detective girl. I liked Mondo, and I liked his boyfriend. I forget their names, but they were kind of the best part, I think. I didn't like Leon. I didn't like the idol girl. I didn't like Byakuya, or like the real Byakuya, because there's also a Byakuya in this game, but they are a spy, and they actually don't know their real identity, and they don't know their real gender either, so shout out non-binary icon. But I actually enjoy all the characters in this one, except for one, and so this game personally feels like it has more personality than the previous games, and I really like that. I love a game that's full of personality. Like, I'm trying to think of a game that's funky that I like. Think of like WarioWare or like Luigi's Mansion, where it's really just kind of like an outstanding franchise that can hold its own. I feel like with the first game, they were kind of just experimenting and were trying to get their footing in the video game world. And I didn't like it. I didn't like the first game. It also has a weird end. There's also like a weird ending where, okay, it's not a weird ending, but it's a kind of canon ending, I think, if you and the other characters, and there's only 3 of you, so it's Asahina, Makoto, and Togami, and if they choose not to leave, they just have children and live there, and it's weird. Because if you don't participate in the killing game and nothing ever happens, the kids can just live there until they die. That's what the bitch ass says in the, what the fuck is his name? Fucking the little shithead. Monokuma. That's what Monokuma says. That if you don't, you can choose not to participate in the killing game, but you have to live out like the rest of your school days, just living together in like peace and harmony. But because Monokuma is like built for despair, the motivations that they give really mess with the students. Because the reason, well, at least like, because the idol girl and Makoto like have a, not a relationship, but like he has a crush on her and he's like, oh, I'll do anything for you. And she was like really set on like going back because she loved being an idol and she dies. So sorry, sister. But in this game, so they're on an island, and Hinata is our main character, and he's like Makoto, except he's fucking stupid. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know that Nagito is in love with him, and he doesn't know anything, and he's scared the whole time, and poo pee pee and stuff like that. But my favorite characters, so from I loved Asahina and I loved Sakura from the first one. I love lesbians. You cannot tell me that she's not, that Sakura and Asahina were lesbians. They slept in the same room together. You can argue with her mom, I don't care. They're canon together, and in my head, in my fan canon, Sakura never killed herself. That was like the saddest moment in the first game for me when Sakura killed herself. Like I was literally distraught. So who am I favorite? I like everyone except for Teru because he's a little pervert man, and his beta design is basically kind of like Mondo's, and I think that they didn't want characters to get confused or whatever. So that's why they made him a little stinky pervert man, but he's a little chef boy. So we have Nagito, who's like the ultimate lucky student or whatever, so he's like doesn't have anything special about him. We have Akane, who's the ultimate athlete. We have Hiyoko, who's the ultimate traditional dancer. We have Mahiru, who's the ultimate photographer. Nikumaru, I don't know how old he is, but he's like the ultimate coach, so he's like a manager for our team. We have Peko. I forget what she is. No, she's a swordsman. She's a swords lady. Oh, I love her so much. I love the third trial. Makes me so sad. The third trial, like, I almost cried because I was like, I love both the characters so much. Teru is the ultimate chef. Sonia, nevermind, is the ultimate princess because she's a foreign exchange student. Mikan is the ultimate nurse. Her story makes me really sad as well. Kazuichi is the ultimate mechanic. Gundam, who is the ultimate breeder. When I read that, I was like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? He's a animal breeder. And then we have Byakuya, who the actual Byakuya is the ultimate prodigy because his family, like, owns everything, or they own something. But their real identity is the ultimate spy because they can, like, make their voice match, and they have, like, matching outfits and things like that. And so that one makes them the ultimate spy. But we don't know their real name, and we don't know that they're a spy, I think, until a different part of the game, or in like the third game. I don't know, but all I know is that I know that they're a spy because I spoiled the entire series for myself after I finished the first playthrough of the first game. And then we have Fuyuhiko, who is the ultimate Yakuza, and the way that him and Peko know each other is that Peko was a orphan, and then she was raised to be Fuyuhiko's bodyguard, and then they love each other. Well, at least Fuyuhiko loves Peko, and she doesn't realize that until she's gonna go to her execution because she killed Mahiru in the the second trial, because Mahiru was accusing him of killing a student that we don't know about in the actual history of Hope's Peak or whatever. And then we have Ibuki, who's my favorite girl, and she is the ultimate like rocker or singer or guitarist or whatever. And then we have Chiaki, who is the ultimate gamer. So gamer girls unite. But yeah, I love all these bitches except for Teru because he's a little pervert man. I don't know, characters like that, and I know they're supposed to be like gag characters. I don't like them. Like in what is that fucking My Hero, little grape man, little grape with a G. He's a little pervert man, and I don't like little pervert people. That's not, well, at least to me, I don't think they're cool. I'm on chapter 4, and the 4th trial hasn't happened yet, but I think I know who kills who. Do I know this? I don't know, but I'm very excited to see where this one goes, because I think the 3rd trial made me really sad, because Mikan is the killer and she kills both Ibuki and Hiyoko. And I love Hiyoko, even though she's a brat and she's a little asshole to everyone. I love her because she speaks the truth. I don't understand why everyone like was sexualizing Mikan, even though she's like, I guess she's meant to be like fan service for everyone, because when she would fall, she would like fall with her whole pussy out. But I love her. I love Mikan so much. I think she's just a little insane. And then after I like read spoilers or whatever, I read that like she was like Junko basically manipulated her, because she's kind of very gullible, I feel like Mikan is, and so Junko took advantage of that and used her to do whatever. But the reason why Mikan got her memory back is because she caught the despair disease that Monokuma released in the beginning of the 3rd chapter? Yeah. So it was like a motivation. So like Nagito got the liar disease, and Ibuki got the gullible disease, and Akane got the crime disease, because she was like, oh, what's happening? And then she was just crying everywhere. Also, Nikomara becomes a fucking robot. Oh my god, what the fuck? I hate Monokuma, but the reason why he becomes a robot is because he jumped in front of a cannon, because Akane wants to fight Monokuma so that he can get off the island. This is a recurring theme, because in the first game, someone challenges someone being Junko, but it's actually Junko's sister. Again, I said spoilers. If I spoil this for you, cry about it. I don't care. So Junko, or like, Monokuma makes an example out of Junko and kills her on the spot. And if it's Monokuma or like a student challenging Monokuma and they don't win, it doesn't get a trial, because we know Monokuma is the killer or whatever. But that just made me, I don't know, it made me kind of sad, because personally, I love Junko and her sister. I think they're very interesting, complex characters. I don't like Nagito. Nagito is my friend's favorite, and I think he's so fucking annoying. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyeliner and then I'll come back. Give me a second. This is the final, oh wait, I can get this away. This is the final look. Also, if you're wondering why I don't have my glasses on, it's because I realized the other day when I was recording that this phone is so HD, you can see my apartment number through the reflection of my glasses. So if you come to my apartment and you try to kill me, just know I will kill you first. This is not a threat. This is a promise. And also, if YouTube takes this down, that's racist and sexist and homophobic, because I contain multitudes. Anyway, I am, I think, about halfway through, because I think there's only 2 more trials in Danganronpa 2. And I'm very excited to finish, and I really, so I think personally my favorite characters are Ibuki, Hiyoko, Akane, and Fuyuhiko. I just love him. He's literally boss baby. Like, he looks 12 and he's like, I'm gonna cut your fingers off, bitch. But this is the final look. I really like it. It is very like glam rock and kind of Izzy XXYX, whatever their name is on YouTube. I will like pop them up right here. They do a lot of interesting makeup looks, and makeup looks that I very much admire. I wanted this to be a little bit more blown out, a little bit more smoky, but I'm lazy, so this is what you get today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble about nothing for 20 plus minutes, and I will see you in the next video.